Alright guys, well before you watch this video where the Drakes are doing some thicket creation, I just want to make a comment real quick that traditional hinge cutting is usually done on smaller trees and it'll stay alive for 2 or 3 years, while the undergrowth, now getting sunlight, will come up. By the time that the tree dies 2 or 3 years later, the undergrowth is now 8 foot tall or something like that, and so you just have this continual thicket that literally starts the next spring after you hinge cut trees. So in this video, the Drakes are hinge cutting to create a wildlife thicket, and while it might not be the traditional hinge cutting, yes, they're cutting down huge trees. There's nothing traditional about the Drakes. But they do what works, and they've got deer on the wall to prove it, and they're gonna have an awesome thicket come October.
Get out of there, Dan. I'm running camera right now. We're taking out some cottonwoods, letting some light in, you know. What we're doing here is doing a little habitatable reformation. It's essentially going to help out these critters and create a nice bedding ground. Even though we're right by a road here, they're going to come in here and lay down. There's all kinds of tracks in here already from what we've done. But we're going to go ahead and get started with this. And once everything starts greening up, it's going to be nice. Hey, this is Dan Drake, Beef Factor Outdoors, down here with Tom Drake. He's gonna video this. We're gonna do hinge cut some trees, make like a thicket, let some more sunlight come in, and lets everything start growing up from underneath, and creates a habitat for the deer. The deer like go up underneath them and bed down and stuff, and it's pretty cool once it's all done. We've got a couple of them down already. As soon as it starts getting warm out and things start greening up, I'll start getting thick down here. But yeah, of course we use a steel. Got the old Farm Boss here, 290. Are we going to attempt to make a cut here? We're going to attempt to drop this big here cottonwood. See what happens. It's a big one. Yeah, it's a pretty big one. Let her rip, Skip. I think there might be cotton in that wood. And the wind's blowing it. We're trying to get this thing to teeter over, but it's so big I don't know if we're gonna be able to keep it hinged. But anyway, it's gonna let light in, and it's gonna be awesome. Bunch.
That sucker was coming all the way over.
It started cracking. I could see where it started cracking.
That's why I started running. I thought I had a little dribble in my pants.
That's what we need. We need to call up Haynes. Get a little sponsorship from Haynes from when we mess our pants from doing extreme things like this. Here comes a wind.
Should I try cutting it?
Push it.
See that? That's so big. slow motion hinge.
Come on. Yes, just like that. Don't stop. It's now June, getting close to summer. Early spring, we hinge cut down a bunch of big cottonwood trees, you know, let in some more sunlight and let the undergrowth grow up nice and thick, and just all around create a thicker habitat, because we got a road right here, and this is a really good travel spot, travel corridor for deer, and just trying to give them a good sense of security from the road. But we're gonna come down here and we're gonna see just what it looks like now, since we cut down all the hinge cut over the trees. The grass has really grown up tall. They didn't used to get this tall because these trees created so much shade, but now they're getting lots of sunlight. So right now we're walking up in the middle of all these trees where we kind of cut them down. We're gonna get up in the middle of them. Right now I'm standing right in the middle of all these trees. You can see right there's they've been crossing this log big time, coming up in the middle of all this. So I'm standing right in the middle of it, and it's thick in here. But right in the middle of it, it's kind of open. It's almost like a bedroom. And you can hear the cars in the background. Really made a difference in the density down here. I think the deer are gonna like it. And got a deer stand right here. Right behind it, about 30 yards, where we created a little thicket. And they've really been traveling through here, going right in between my stand, the thicket, going in through the thicket. So I'm pretty excited to see what happens this year. It's always been a real good spot. I always see a lot of deer right here, and just try to help the deer out in habitat as much as possible. Do anything I can to help have a better deer herd. But hopefully all this pays off this hunting season. We'll talk to you guys after a while.